Our next Hall of Fame inductee, pretty impressive when you consider the two-position coach and offensive coordinator with Chuck Noll's Steelers from 1977 to 1989. I don't have to tell anybody in this room what happened in that time period under his tenure. All-American quarterback at Rochester, Minnesota High School, led Iowa to a Big Ten title, coached football for 49 years, including 35 in the National Football League, the third longest behind Dick LeBeau, coached 7 Hall of Fame inductees, 22 players with 61 Pro Bowl appearances. As offensive coordinator, his teams were consistently among the NFL statistic leaders. At Indianapolis, you may have heard of one of his students, Peyton Manning, and he helped turn Peyton Manning into one of the NFL's greatest. And you would think, oh, well, this is a nice story about someone who's retired. Nope. He's currently assistant head coach with the Arizona Cardinals, and he'll be entering his 50th season of football. Ladies and gentlemen, our Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame Western Chapter inductee, Coach Tom Moore.
Thanks. It's an honor to be here. The first people I want to thank is PennDOT. PennDOT. Now that's going to seem strange, but I've come to Pittsburgh for 50 years, and it's the first time I've ever traveled up Parkway without barriers on it. So in some ways they finally got it right. Okay, I want to thank Dale Hammer and the committee. Dale's an official, and so Dale, in making this possible, proves one thing: he does not hold a grudge. Because I used to work them over pretty good. Thanks, Dale. I want to thank the Western Chapter, Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, for this honor. It is an honor and a privilege to be inducted into this Hall of Fame. I don't believe in entitlements. I don't think that people are just automatically entitled to something, and I know that that's true with this organization. And by the way, congratulations on the way you started the banquet. You sang the national anthem and said a pledge of allegiance. That shows me something right there. I also want to congratulate the other inductees. I'm proud to be honored with them tonight. It's a tremendous group. I know we're not supposed to introduce people, but I do want to introduce my wife, Willie, and we'll have our 50th wedding anniversary this year. So that's kind of a milestone in itself in this profession. One thing about this profession, I've lived a dream, and the dream continues. And that's what it is. That's what my life's been. And I was very, very fortunate to get an opportunity to come to the Steelers and to work for the Rooneys. I'm forever indebted to them. They gave me a chance, and that's all anybody can ask in this life is a chance. I'm extremely indebted to Chuck Noll. Chuck Noll is the finest human being that God ever created. He's a tremendous coach, a tremendous person. And there's numerous assistant coaches. In fact, two of them are here this evening, Paul Urim, Dan Adakovich, and then we had George Perlis, who basically got me the job, Woody Woodenhofer, and Dick Hoke, who helped me tremendously. I'm indebted to them. And I'm certainly indebted to the players that I had an opportunity to coach while I was with Pittsburgh. It was a great experience, and as I say, I'm truly indebted to them. Then my journey started, and I left here, went to Minnesota, Detroit, New Orleans, Indianapolis. And at Indianapolis, the reason we got there was because they had the first pick in the first round. So that usually means the last guy got fired when that happens. And so it just happened this particular time, Peyton Manning was coming out. And Peyton Manning is truly Everything you see on TV, that's Peyton Manning. He's the hardest working. His work ethic, his preparation, his conditioning are just beyond belief. And while I was there, my knees started to go bad. Some of you older guys in the crowd can relate to this. So I had to back off for a couple of years, got both knees replaced, and that's like a miracle. When it happens, you gain your energy back, you gain your quality of life back, you're pain-free. But now I'm getting up there, but there was a coach at Arizona, Bruce Arians, who didn't hold my age and experience against me. And so he hired me. And I'm forever grateful for him. People ask me, when am I going to retire? I'm going to retire basically when nobody will hire me. If somebody will hire me, I'm going to work. And that's the way it is. And, you know, my travels, people always say, what's your favorite place? You've been a lot of places. What's your favorite place? And it takes about 1/10 of a second to say Pittsburgh. And there's no question about that. And the reason I say that is because of people. The people in Pittsburgh are phenomenal. You look at this gathering tonight, people coming out to honor people. You don't see that anywhere else. And you go anywhere. So the people in Pittsburgh, to me, is what makes Pittsburgh so great. I feel very, very fortunate to have had an opportunity to live here, to coach here. Now, I don't live here now, but I live in Pittsburgh South, which is Hilton Head. About half the island are Pittsburgh people. But anyway, again, I want to thank the committee, thank you people, and thank the city of Pittsburgh. Thank you.